Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm continuing on to the Black Templar commission. Today I'm going to be painting a Terminator Chaplain. Now what you see in front of you is my Terminator Chaplain that I painted when the model first came out all those years ago. And so this is, for me, it's a chance to compare how my painting skills have handled. And so we're going to start off with the Terminator Champlain that is a part of the commission by soaking it in isopropyl alcohol 98% for over a day because I forgot about it. And then we're going to use a Dremel drill head with a brush head, and we're going to just go all over the model to remove the sand texture that was applied to it that ruined the first troops. And now with Liquitex modeling putty, we apply it all over the base, a thick layer, because I want there to be I don't want it to be perfectly flat. I mean, I do want to have some waves and hills slightly onto this, some more texture. And then once that's done, we are going to apply it all over the model, the flat metal of his armor, with a old brush at this point. Afterwards, the fact we can take water and the brush and we can scrub it off any of the detail or purity seals or symbols and stuff to make sure it doesn't cake in there. And you can also take a razor blade and dig out the folds in his armor and stuff so that the putty is not everywhere. I will then use the brush head of the Dremel drill to basically sand the entire model. This way it's to smooth out the putty that I put on it, so there's no jagged spikes or peaks and stuff, so it's just smooth texture all around. Well, not perfectly smooth, but it's bumpy and it's level, basically. And when the putty is no longer wet but still soft, we then apply the models onto the base in order to create their foot imprint. I forgot, however, I was going to put sand later, so what you need to do is you press it in and then you shake it around to create a small, slightly larger area or imprint than the actual model, because the sand is going to fill that up. And with Bright Touch General Purpose Gray Car Primer, we then prime the model. And it actually comes out looking really good for some reason. I don't know, it's very sharp. And then with Iron Hand Steel, Nuln Oil, and Abaddon Black, we're going to start with the armor color. So with Iron Hand Steel, we're going to apply this all over the model, everywhere, every nook and cranny. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a mix of 1 part Nuln to 1 part Abaddon to 1 part water. And then that's the mix ratio. And then we're going to apply this all over the model. Just 1 coat. And then once that's done, we're going to take the Iron Hand Steel, and because this model is complicated, I do this in bits, but for right now I just paint with Iron Hand Steel the metal pieces of the bolter. The other silver metal pieces will have to come later because they're surrounded by complicated things and I don't want to accidentally ruin what I paint before and waste time. And now with Steel Legion Drab, and I have no idea why, but I put Nuln Oil here. It's actually Agrax Earthshade. I have no idea why I screwed up that. And Baneblade Brown. And we're going to paint all the parchment paper and the purity seals. So we're going to start off with Steel Legion Drab as our dark base coat. And then with Agrax Earthshade, we're going to apply it all over onto all the parchment, all spread out. And then once that's done, we're going to go back with Steel Legion Drab. Now we're going to paint pretty much 90 to 95% of all the paper. Again, only the deepest, darkest recesses, the most sharpest folds, and maybe the surrounding area, depending on the model, will maintain the dark Agrax Earthshade. And then once that's done, we're going to take Baneblade Brown and we're going to paint the direct folds, fold lines, creases, edges, and some upper raised areas where the paper is like being hit by light. And then with Black Templar's contrast paint, I paint this directly into the seals, the joint areas to darken them further. It didn't really do much. I should have just used Abaddon Black. And now with Khorne Red, Mephiston Red, and Evil Sunz Scarlet, we're going to paint the Purity seals, the wax. We're going to start with the base layer of Khorne Red, all on them. And then with Mephiston Red, what we're going to do is we're going to paint the circular ring, and then we're going to paint like 90% of the center if you can. If you try to leave like a little bit of Khorne Red between the flat center and the ring around. And then once all that is done, we're going to take Evil Sunz Scarlet and imagine we're going to paint the rings, but we're going to paint them like a crescent moon. We're going to paint the top 60%, and then we'll place a tiny little dot into the upper half of the center of each purity seal, as best you can, because some of these seals are not perfectly circular, they're like mashed or something. So. Alright, with Xandri Dust, Skeleton Horde Contrast, and Ushabti Bone, we're going to paint his skull helm. We're going to start off with a layer of Xandri Dust all over the bone. And then we're going to apply Skeleton Horde Contrast Pure onto it. However, this looks a little too dark and there's going to be too much of a contrast, so I decided to get Contrast Medium and Lahmian Medium, and I'm going to use that to dilute and build up layers on the skull helm. So we're going to go back with Xandri Dust and a little watered down. We're not diluting it with Lahmian Medium yet, but we're just going to basically cover like 95% or 99% of everything. Only a very thin dark line of the pure Skeleton Horde Contrast will be visible. Then I took Skeleton Horde Contrast mixed with Contrast Medium and a little bit of water, and then just applied it all over the skull. And then with Ushabti Bone, 1-to-1 mixed with Lahmian Medium and a little bit of water, we then apply it in straight lines along the eye sockets, the edges, like along the side of his head, and like a straight line above his eye sockets and around the head, and blending it in slightly around the relevant area. And then after that is done, we will apply one more layer of this, focusing on the eye sockets, the eyebrows, and the more prominent raised areas. But one thing to note when doing this, for fine detail things like this, just instead of like drawing straight lines, just tap in a line, and that'll slowly add a little bit of paint onto it in small amounts. And now with Brass Scorpion, Liberator Gold, and Ironbreaker, we are going to paint all the logos and symbols. And so there's a lot of logos and symbols. We're going to start with Brass Scorpion all over, including the Rosarius? Croesus Arcanum? I don't remember. Basically all the brass stuff. And then once that's done, we're going to take Liberator Gold, and we're pretty much going to cover 90 to 95% of everything. The Brass Scorpion is a good base layer. And only in the folds, the parts where pieces of metal meet, the recesses, indents, and stuff like that will have Brass Scorpion. The rest will be Liberator Gold. And although it's a little hard to show with the Shining Lights Ironbreaker, which is the most consistently useful silver color that I have, it's not a bright silver, but it works, we're going to paint it on, how do I put this? The edges of the lines of the Crow's Arcanium, parts of the upper parts of the wings for the eagle symbols, and for the feathering or feathers that he has spread out on his chest and on his shoulder, we're going to paint like the last 25 to 30% of each individual feather, like the edge there, just a little bit. And so that when you move it around in the light, it is going to reflect off well. And now with Corn Red, Mephiston Red, Evil Sun Scarlet, and Troll Slayer Orange, we are going to paint the bolter and his eyes. So with Corn Red, we're going to use this as a base layer to cover all of his bolter and his eyes. Be very careful with the eyes. And one thing to note with the bolt gun is that, the purity seals on the side, we're going to actually give it a little bit of a wide berth so that they are like clearly distinctly visible, including the seals themselves, not just the paper. And once that is done, we're going to take Mephiston Red and we're basically going to cover everything that was Corn Red. Corn Red was just a base coat to help transition to the next color. And Mephiston Red will basically be the flat color. In the eyes, you can kind of keep some of the Corn Red in just for detail. Now, once that is done, Evil Sun Scarlet. Now, what we're going to do is with the bolter, we're going to paint the Evil Sun Scarlet on all the edges, the sharp edges on the bolter. There are a few. And as far as the rounded part of the bolter, we're going to paint it like on this rounded part on the inner side of his gun. And as for his eyes, what we're going to do is going to paint around 75% of his eyes with this. We're going to leave a little bit of the Mephiston Red, and if there's any Corn Red, so be it. But we're going to focus the paint on the bottom center of his eyes. And then once all that is done, with Troll Slayer Orange, we're just going to take a small amount and we're just going to apply in taps. Tap, 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 tap into his eyes. We just want to color like 25 to maybe 30% of his eyes this. This is basically the eyelids, or the pupils, basically. And now with Rhinoxide and Mournfang Brown, we're just going to apply this onto his Crow's Arcanum, whatever. Rhinoxide is a base, and then with Mournfang Brown, imagine it like a crescent. We're only going to paint the upper parts towards the top, towards up, in a crescent with Mournfang Brown, all these rings. And now with Skeleton Horde Contrast, Guilliman Flesh, and Abaddon Black, we are going to paint the gun barrels. So we're going to start off with Skeleton Horde Contrast to yellow the metal in the surrounding area. And then with Guilliman Flesh, we're going to apply it to, like, the gun barrel is very small, so just like the tip of the barrel and like half of the barrel in its entirety. And then with Abaddon Black, we're just going to paint 2 small circles on it. Alright, with a Micron pen, 0.25mm pen, we're going to paint like some scroll work onto the paperwork. We're not going to do this onto the purity seals because it just ruins it because they're so small, but for the big patches of paper on his front and on his top, we're going to just draw squiggly lines. And with AK Interactive Ultra Matte Varnish, we're going to apply this all over the skull and every single piece of paper, parchment, and the purity seals. And once that is done, we are going to take super glue and we're going to apply it into the indents of his base. I already made the base just like I've done it for every other model in this commission, so you can go back to previous videos of it and see how it's done. but I forgot to move him around to make a bigger indent, so it's a little hard to find his exact footprints, but I eventually find it, and then apply it and his beacon there. Well, and done. And a nice side-by-side to my old Deathwing Terminator Chaplain. Well, this project was a nice, simple, quick, easy project. My painting skills are pretty much the same, as far as I can tell. I haven't really gotten any better or worse. Except the difference is the metal armor of black on the right from my original model was a complete accident. I didn't wash the model after getting it, and I sprayed it with black primer, and it didn't adhere too well, but it created this nice effect. However, on the left, I've been able to replicate it finally, after many, many years. Overall, it was a good kit. I'm pretty happy with it, but I wasn't able to bring it further. I don't know what I was expecting this like. It's good, it's above average, it's above tabletop, it's distinct, it's clear, but I can only feel it's like a 7 out of 10. I don't know. Oh well. Moving on. Unfortunately, probably my next video will not be Dominion, simply because well, when I finally get Dominion, I will explain what happened, but I should have had it by now. Alright. Like the video if you like the video, comment if you want to comment, share it if you want to share it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you soon. Bye.